Shout out to my alpha generals, generalettes, alpha male and alpha females in a building. You heard, when I mention alpha, it's just to incite leadership. Like, comment, subscribe, promote if you can. And without further ado, we got Rory and Maul trying to clear the air on their part, and we're going to discuss it. You feel me? So let me just try to be quick with this as far as making y'all catching up for those who don't know. So we all know that Rory and Maul started off the JBP, Joe Budden podcast when they first started a few years ago. And they have now separated, maybe a couple years ago, 2 years ago almost. And because of that separation, it caused other alliances or friendships that were kind of already there. So you had Joe Budden, obviously they're against him now. They might not be against him, they're not necessarily enemies, but they don't work with him no more. And Joe Budden has worked with DJ Akademiks, which when Joe created the separation between him, Rory, and Maul, drew Joe and DJ Akademiks closer. So DJ Akademiks started having contention towards Rory and Maul, which I don't understand why really towards Maul, but I get it. They didn't really care for Akademiks. They thought he was corny. So Akademiks started gunning at them crazy online. You'll hear Rory's response in a minute to him claiming that a lot of DJ Akademiks' claims are false. And then towards the end, you'll hear Maul's response towards the whole situation towards Joe Budden. And we'll get into that in a minute. So after the recording, we'll get into my thoughts afterwards.
He was calling you guys all type of shit, all
Of
type
course,
of names,
it was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
see,
actually,
you guys,
he's gonna be an enemy for life. Who?
Damn, I mean, that shit was crazy. Like, did you actually do that to Akademiks? What he's accusing you of doing? Did you actually do that?
No,
like,
I was just. And by the way,
That will be snitching though.
I mean,
no,
What
no,
was it?
not if he
I
actually
didn't
say that.
I didn't, but also, I was just with Bootleg Kev, and I know it's a live stream, so that'll come out later. But I feel for dude, and this is not. I know people are gonna think this is some shots or some like satire, sarcasm. Am I wrong? Did two people try to break into his house when Act did the stream about the side chick thing?
Yeah.
Me and my girl at the time tuned in and could not stop laughing together in the kitchen. It was the funniest thing we had ever fucking seen.
I've been sweating.
Well, it wasn't true. So that's why we were literally like both with tears in our eyes laughing. Not even at the content of how well he sold it. He's a fucking great entertainer.
Okay,
So that's fine. Get your lies up. The only person I said leave me alone was Joe, because Joe and I live in the real world.
So pretty much you got what you see on the screen is DJ Akademiks accused Rory of trying to break into his house, maybe allegedly, possibly, and leaving that card there because he couldn't, or maybe he changed his mind. It was an accusation Akademiks made against Rory, and Rory's just basically explaining that that's not true. And then Akademiks made an accusation about him smashing, or one of his friends smashing Rory's side chick or one of his ex-girls. And Rory's basically explaining that that's not true. And if you hear that interview from Rory, you could just tell from him, he's over it. They're making money now. He can care less. And yeah, so now what you're gonna see is Maul explaining how he views everything, his truth, and pretty much they both can care less about what's being said, and it seems like they want to just put it to an end.
Result of just having a better situation financially in life, more money coming into play, more money being on the table, and I'm not gonna play the back and forth thing, right? I'm not gonna play that. But as Rory and I have said before, there comes a time where you got to stop letting these narratives be pushed and be spread. And the truth is the truth. The truth will always remain the truth. And I'm still at where I was a year and a half ago. Just show the accounting. I'll shut the fuck up forever. I'll apologize on my platform for calling you a thief. I'll apologize on my platform for calling you a liar. Show the accounting. And in fact, I'm going to go a step beyond. Show the taxes paid out. Because I know the games you can play when it comes to accounting. You can't play those games when it comes to taxes. Show the taxes paid out. Let's do that. Let's do that on I'll go on his platform and let him reveal the accounting and the taxes. Let's do that. Let's not play this back and forth game. You know, I don't know nothing about the first of the month and dudes carried me my whole life and all these things. You know, dumb shit that's just not true. And somebody from the outside looking in on relationships that I've had with my homeboys of the past. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cut it out, bro. You spinning the narrative, you moving the goalpost. None of that is true. The reason me and those guys, some of those guys don't speak no more, you know nothing about. Or actually you do, because I've told Rory and him in confidence what happened. And that's neither here nor there. That doesn't matter. But he knows. He knows what happened. And my thing is simply, you know, I'm not going to get into a back and forth with words. I'm not going to shoot disrespect because I know where that can go. And I'm not even trying to bring that energy into it. I'm keeping it on the facts. Like I told Rory before, the truth is on our side, right? Show the accounting. Show the taxes paid out while Rory and myself were there. Show the Spotify deal. Show the contract. Let's go on. If Rory, I'm speaking for myself. I'm willing to go and sit down in front of him and let him do that.
Be happy to.
Show the contract. Let's do that. You want to play this internet game in this podcast? I'll come to your new studio, sit down in front of you, put all the paperwork on the table for everybody to look at.
Eden got it.
So y'all hear Rory, y'all heard Rory to DJ Akademiks, and now you're hearing Maul going at Joe. Not going at Joe, but just pretty much challenging I guess what he says are lies that Joe Budden put on him. I remember Joe Budden's made a joke to say he was still in detergent and things of that nature, and saying that he doesn't pull his own weight. And if y'all listen further to that interview, if y'all go to find it, it was an interview, it was on their channel that was addressing it. He makes good points that, you know, I can't say that are true or not true, but he has such a calm demeanor about how he explains things, and it doesn't make him not a liar, but what I do say is he's consistent in his character to what online shows. I don't know him personally, but he talks about Joe Budden's past business practices, and he does address Joe Budden's hard work and why he could see why Joe Budden did the things that he did with possibly hiding the money or not being truthfully honest. Joe Budden was not their boss. They were partners in a percentage, as they say. And if that's the truth, then, you know, these guys aren't completely dumb. They might not be the most business savvy people as they're becoming now, but, you know, people aren't dumb. You know a little something when it comes down to money, especially when you start educating yourself on the fact. So y'all let me know if y'all like this content. I just want to give my final thoughts. All these guys make money. All these guys, you know, they're all successful, and I believe they should just drop whatever the problems are. They don't got to be friends, because, you know, DJ Akademiks, whether those things are true, what he accused Rory of and what he's saying about him or not, look, y'all don't got to be friends. And it's kind of corny anyway when somebody goes all out there to assassinate your character and then you become friends with them anyway. That's my personal opinion, but I do believe they should drop the issues. Joe Budden is successful in his own right, and now Rory and Mar, and I'm proud of them. I'm not biased to any side. I don't have a dog in a fight, but they're all successful in their own lanes. They're all making money of some sort, and, you know, they don't gotta be friends anymore or, you know, hang out. But I do believe as men, like I told you on one of my last videos, you can't focus on what, you know, on the past. You can't cry over spilled milk. I know y'all heard these things. When things are the past, they were what they were. And, you know, like I said, Maul made good claims to some of Joe's business practices. If those things are true, then it would prove why Maul feels the way he feels now. And he's challenging it. He's not ducking and dodging any smoke. So it would make you feel as though Maul is being very truthful. But like I said, all these guys are successful, and I wish that, you know, they would just drop the beef. It seems as though Rory and Maul want to. They don't care. They're living life. They're fixing their life. They're getting more money and becoming more successful. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't hate any of these brothers. I wish them all the best of luck. They all got money already. So, you know, let me know if y'all like this content. Y'all don't like this content. Comment, like, subscribe, promote if you can. And, you know, I'll try to be daily with this type of stuff to educate my people to be better people, better women and men. I'm for the people. You feel me? So I'm out.